Snoop thing. You know, we squashed the funk 1999 because he know where it came from, the source. It came from us, you know what I mean? And we were heavily influenced on, you know, Snoop, the whole thing over there. And we squashed it, and he said, I want you to come back over here because I'm starting a new group called the Eastsiders. And this was in 1999. He said because, you know, one hood was beefing against the other hood. You know, Trady was different from Goldie Loc and Snoop. They was from the Dub. And he started this Eastside. He said, man, Kokane would be good over here with his particular sound that we were all influenced by. And when I went over there in 1999, we squashed the funk like brothers is supposed to. And we developed another great relationship. You know, he did the Bitch Please, gave me a chance to reconnect with Dr. Dre because I sung L.A. Niggas on the Chronic 2001, which happened with Diamond. It's a good thing. And then...
talk that diamond talk.
Talk that diamond talk.
And then it was just good over there, you know. And then the early 2000s, I had a chance to link in with P. Diddy, do something on the Saga because I'm on that project, and Busta Rhymes, and so many great hits that came out of that from 1999 after me and Snoop linked back in to about 2005, I would say. Yeah. And it was just good over there. The only thing that wasn't, that started to crumble is that he made a big deal with MCA, which later would have to file Chapter 11, you know, bankruptcy or whatever. Right. But it was a group he was putting together after we had success with the Eastsiders and the Chronic 2001, The Last Meal. And because I wasn't a signed artist, I was a free agent. Now, actually, I was out in New York with D and them who had the accident. Before he had the accident with the Rough Riders, I was out there with Prodigy. I was soul searching. I was like, man, I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? During that period, 1990. I'm like, shit.
How many features did you do that year?
Dog, you slow, bro. I was like, Snoop, you slow. So I remember he called me. He was like, man, we had an argument. That's me. That's my insulin pump. Don't worry about that. The dog was like, Snoop was like, man, come on, man. Because I was about to do something else. You know what I'm saying? But he convinced me, you know, that's something about it, man. I'm loyal, man. If I'm loyal to you, I'm loyal, bro. And,
what was the initial issue?
Because I came out here with Mark Breezy to link in with Jay. Me and Jay-Z met up. Damien, we was going to do some business. And I had all them records and shit. I was hot, son.
You telling me you was almost... You telling me you was almost...
Yeah, almost.
You was almost Roc-A-Fella?
Yeah. A lot of people don't even know that. Mark Breezy from Priority can tell you that. Even Jay can tell you that.
So, all right, so walk us through it. With the Eastsiders, we kind of skipped past, you know, Snoop leaving Death Row, Dr. Dre leaving Death Row. What were the vibes around that time? Because it seemed like, you know, you kind of stayed in the mix of all of it.
Right.
Right.
Because everybody was buddies.
So it wasn't crazy like how, you know, people on the other side, we're seeing all this shit. We're like, what's happening over there?
Well, we
we just got California
after
love
Easy
now.
died,
Yeah.
and then Suge was going to jail and all that. You know, in 1997, I came out with a project called Mr. Kane, featuring Too Short, Short Chop, Your Who's Who, and I was with some cats called Street Institute from Pomino Block Crip, real heavy hitters. We was messing with Boo-Yaa Tribe, all kind of people, and Battle Cat. And Snoop started his company because he wanted this to be the breakout record after No Limit. Because his sound changed when he went to No Limit. Right. But when he got with Kokane,
except for that last meal,
got back.
Except for that last meal.
So it got him his crown back. You know,
And
and
you were on 9 joints.
I was on 9 joints.
Right.
I was only supposed to do 2, but the sound was so incredible. We just kept it going.
Yeah, it
And
was you know.
He was like, shit, Stacey Adams, Wrong Idea, Pump Your Brakes, Go Away, all those hits.
Bitch
really.
Please was on that too, right?
Who?
Not Bitch
No.
Please.
No.
Lay Low.
Yeah, Lay Low. All
And
that.
that-
And I'm in the video too.
And that was
Sneaking
kind of
in
like the
video.
Dr. Dre coming back into the
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
Because people wasn't really feeling the
Louisiana.
Manny, not Manny, but that
No
sound
limit
in Snoop.
type of sound.
No limit.
Because
Yeah,
that
No
really
Limit
wasn't
sound in
sound.
Snoop. It
I'm not
wasn't-
hating on it. I like fuck them other niggas because I'm down.
Yeah, that shit was
That was
right.
cool. But
Because
it wasn't
on that
this-
record, he was Snoop
wasn't
on that
his
record.
sound.
Yeah, but he still was able to be Snoop on that hitter record. You know what I'm saying?
So when you think in terms of like what me and Snoop did on that 6-year period, he done the most songs with me as an individual artist, and I done the most songs with him, over 100 songs, and everything was cool. The upfront money, you know, you get advanced the money, which is recoupable off the royalties. I know my business.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was good. And then, you know, once 2006, Chapter 11 MCA filed bankruptcy, he was supposed to give me, cash me out some money to be a part of it. We had a project called Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Kane, had Ludacris, Jazzy Faye, Who's Who, Lil Jon, all kind of people on there, right? But he let it go to the wayside, so I had to give him an inducement letter because he was in breach of contract. When I got word over there that he dropped me, you know, niggas loose lips or whatever, that wasn't the case. I left because he wasn't doing nothing with me. You know, he took the money. I mean, I ain't mad at you from MCA. If you file Chapter 11 and you get what you go get, man, I'll knock your hustle. That's money to your pocket, but where mine's at?
Right.
So I left. I had to wait a whole year to get off the record. And then 2006 and 7, I had a altering change with my life. I did a little punk ass county lid, and I heard on my bunk, like God said, move, inshallah, Allahu Akbar, and I listened to the voice, and I just moved. I moved out of Cali to a place I didn't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? And that was Seattle. And I didn't know nobody hardly out there except a couple people I was doing business with called High Powered. But he turned everything around. I'm talking about the Most High, Allah walked by, turned everything around for me, man. And I was still going doing stuff with Snoop, going back, knowing that he owed me on the last meal.
Right.
Because I've never received one royalty check out of all the songs I ever did from Mr. Great Calvin Brothers.
To this day?
To this day.
To this day, I'm fighting for it right now. That's the reason why, you know, everything is about timing. You know, I always enjoy making records with Dog because we had one of the coldest chemistries ever.
You guys would go way back.
Yeah, come on. He auditioned for me. He was a fan. You know what I mean? I mean, it's big homie in the game.
Right.
But when money's come in, you know, things go different. And I'm out there in Germany just recently, like last year. And, you know, I'm out there handling my business, getting my money. And I'm throwing back Jaeger bombs and shit in Germany and shit, just chilling.
Right.
So my homeboy Big Steel, the Gangster Chronicles, you know, Daz just recently came out with his thing. And he asked me the question, what do you think about Daz? And I said, the brother has some validity to what he's saying because I don't know what it's like to get a royalty check from Snoop Dogg, period. Now, the paperwork is cool, the this and that, but the problem was over the years I was having a battle with him, diminishing percentages rights, not even registering the songs properly, and all these typical games that people that I know all too well what people do to try to swipe your shit.
But okay.
So what
this
does
is
he
me
say
playing
when you ask for the money? Like when you ask him, like, bro, because I know y'all talk.
No, well, certain things in the court of law, I can't say to the public
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not stupid.
Right.
Certain things I will say. And the reason why people say, well, why you wait too long? It has no such thing to wait too long. If you're bold enough to steal my stuff, I'm bold enough to go to the court of public opinion. And that's the reason why we're talking about the Epstein-Diddy list, because of the whispers in court of public opinion. We living in different times now. I use that to my advantage. It is not really to assault the brother or to do it, out him out. You know, it's to simply raise the question that you cannot hide behind things that ain't true. And it's like the way I do business right now is that it's gonna get so ugly for you to where I would want you to come to me and settle. But if you don't settle, it's okay. Because I'm already got my business people prepared to do what they're gonna do.
All right, I gotta play a devil's advocate because throughout the years, hearing all the situations that have happened with artists, how much of this is actually the artist doing, and how much is it the business doing?
Well, it can go into many directions, and in my case,
Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.